Multi's wisdom. How's it going, my people? This is your boy Wired Up, here with another video. This time it's about my good friend Napoleon from the Outlaw Immortals. He was a good friend of Tupac Shakur's throughout his life, his young life, I believe, way before Death Row Records. And this is a young man that had a troubled life as a young teen, saw his parents get murdered in front of his eyes. It's no secret. He's talked about it many times in his music and in his interviews. He has now since changed his life and is now a proud Muslim and a stand-up guy, man. Every interview I've seen by looking at this gentleman, he looks like a man's man, man of his word, and a guy that's just going about his life, a real brother. As you can see him here with Suge Knight, reuniting after many years. He was on Death Row Records, as I said, a member of the Outlaws. But I really wanted to make this video to talk about Napoleon. Not really about his life, which his life is very interesting, by the way, but more about the stories he tells. He tells a lot of stories that are real deep telling stories. They're great stories. I love them. As you can see him here in back in the days in 1996 with Gaddafi, Idi Amin, Tupac Shakur, and Hussein Fatal. I believe Castro's on the lower left, but you can't see him. His head's cut off. I apologize for that. Anyways, I've heard a lot of Muta's interviews and his story. I heard a lot of his stories. I gotta say, man, I'm a big fan. But one thing I do not understand or get is why Muta has not came out with more interviews. Or, you know what? Not interviews, more interviews. I've been wondering why Muta has not came out with his own YouTube channel. Because his stories are that great. I've seen him on his Facebook Live and things like that. And it's all good and all great. But I would really like for him to sit down and tell us some of his untold stories in detail. Because he's a great storyteller. He's a great storyteller. He can sure tell stories. Real stories, the way they happen. And I, for one, would love to hear them. My grandfather always told me a great storyteller is somebody that is real big on paying attention. They watch a lot. You may not notice them watching, but they do. And Napoleon, being as young as he was when he was on death row, I could imagine he watched and learned a lot, because most of the guys on there were a lot older than him and a lot wiser. So when you grew up with a lot of old guys, as I did, you tend to pick up a lot of game and you tend to grow up real quick. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad. The way I see with Napoleon, it was good. It served it good. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. In this interview that I'm about to show you guys right now at the end of this video, man, is one of those stories that touched me to my heart. And this is why I say that Napoleon should have his own show, YouTube channel, podcast, and things of that nature. It's an interview about Tupac Shakur. And I remember when I heard this interview, man, it left me with my jaw wide open. It fell right open, like a cash register, man, like a tweaker. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, share this interview with you guys. It's on YouTube, so check it out, guys, and tell me what you think. Peace and love, one love. Peace out, fam. Stay wired up. Peace.
history that, and I don't know, it's because when I got around him, I used to always talk about boxing because I'm from Jersey. We always slap box, so I don't know if he wanted to show that, you know,
the context.
Yeah, so when he said that, even to this day, I'm like, why the hell did Pac tell him to call me?
Yeah.
The first thing he said is call me. So I told Noble, I said, all right, cool, I'm on my way. I didn't think of it. I just know that Pac fought somebody. You know what I mean? Damn, he got shot, but that's Pac. He gonna survive. You know?
I got a question. Did Suge ever, like, tell you guys how it went down while he was sitting on the driver's seat when it all went down?
He did broke it. I think Suge told us, you know what I mean? A lot of people told us. Gaddafi told us. Some of the homies told us, you know what I mean? A lot of them seen what happened. And Suge, a lot of people don't know, he had a bullet, a fragment, something hit him here and here. And he took us on like a level or somewhere, I forgot, in the hotel. He lifted up his shirt and showed us, like a bullet hit him. He had stitches here and here, like a bullet fragment or glass, something hit him. Man, Suge loved Pac. Like, he would never, ever, ever, even they did, like, I think somebody did a reenactment of what happened. Some professional shooters. I don't know if y'all seen that video. It might be on YouTube. I seen it. They went shooting the way it went. The bullets hit the whole car. They said there's no way, even if he was a professional sharpshooter, there's no way he can control bullets not going to the other side. Like, it's too dangerous, like, for a person to do something, because the bullets went everywhere.
Yeah.
It just wasn't Suge time. You know what I mean? It wasn't his time to go.
Was Pac just sitting there and bam, bam, he gets shot, or did he react in some way while in the car?
Suge said he tried to jump in the back seat.
That's what I heard, yeah.
You know, Suge told us that. He said when Pac tried to jump in the back seat, I told him to get down. That's when he caught most of the shots. That's when he caught the fatal bullets, is when he jumped up to go, it hit arteries. So Suge said I dragged him down like that. You understand?
Yeah.
And Suge said the only thing he told us after that is that, you know, we was cracking jokes. Like, Pac always cracking jokes. He used to call Suge Sweaty Head, because Suge was big and he always sweat. He said, so when we got in the back of the limo, and Suge also said, like, Suge, his BMW, the door was broke. And he was the only one able to lift it. Somehow nobody else can get it out. So while the ambulance tried to do it, the police had a shotgun to Suge's head. Don't move. And while he still jumped up while the police had guns and got Pac out. So that's another. So Suge wanted to. He could have pretended he don't know how to open his door. He could have sat there like, I couldn't move to open the door and let Pac die. But he went with bullets, guns pointed at him, and said, "Man, the door is broke. I'm the only one that know how to open it." And he went and he did it. He the one against all the police and took him out. You know what I mean? And he said after that we got in the ambulance, and I don't think I ever shared this too, but Suge was like, Pac was cracking like, oh, sweaty head, you shot head, and start laughing, you know? And then he said Pac was laughing too, and then he said he took a deep breath like, I don't think I'm gonna make it this time. This is what Suge told us. This is what he told us, you know what I mean? So after Pac started laughing, he took a deep breath like, this time I don't think I'm gonna make it. You know, he probably felt it, you know what I mean? He felt that it was a different type of shooting. He felt